everybody, welcome back. Please disregard Bertha back here. She is pressure canning pork that you probably saw in an earlier video this week, or it will be coming up. Depends on which one that I did it first. But I had 4 pork shoulders and I had to get rid of them. They were in the freezer. I didn't want them to go bad since I'm moving. So I want them shelf stable. So I'm canning quarts of pork. I got 8 or 7 of them in here. I got 5 left, so I'll be doing another canner today. But when I was doing it, I had extra meat on the bones. I was like, why sit here and struggle to get all this meat off? I need something for dinner tonight. Maybe tomorrow night too. So I took the 2 pork picnics and left a lot of meat on the bones. And after I filled the jars, I had a few chunks left, maybe a cup full. So I put them in here too. And we're just going to Instant Pot these. So I'm going lazy today. I'm going to use my McCormick's Grill House Smokehouse Maple Seasoning. I'm just going to put a bunch of that on here. And I do like to get it down in the water because that's going to be the broth that I'm going to put it in, shred it up in. I'm going to put a little garlic powder on it. And I have about a cup and a half of water in here already. Put the trivet in and put the 2 bones in there with the meat. And I'm going to put this on. We're going to pressure can it for 1 hour, 60 minutes. I always like to make sure that this is loose. There's a little button. You can do it right here. Make sure that's loose. Everything's good. The seal's nice and clean and not cracked. So we'll put it on the, close it, and we're going to do high pressure. On mine, you just hit the button and it goes over here. We're going to do it for 60 minutes. Oops, if I knew what I was doing. There we go. Now we're on there. So 1 hour, I'm going to tell it to start. And it's going to cook. It's going to take more than an hour, of course. It's going to take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get up to pressure. It'll take about 10-15 minutes to get up to pressure. It's not going to start that 60-minute countdown until it gets up to pressure. Then it's going to do 60 minutes. When it's finished, we're going to do a natural pressure release. And what that means is just keep your hands off of it. Leave it alone. It's going to come down maybe 10 to 20 minutes. The pressure will release. This little dial or little pop-up, silver pop-up here, it will pop up when it's under pressure. When it falls down, pressure's gone. You can open your lid. So that's when we're going to open it. We're going to leave it in there because that decreased time, it's still at a high temperature and pressurized, so it's continuing to cook. If we released all the pressure as soon as it was done, that meat would not be done. So the curve of the decrease in the pressure and temperature is in that natural pressure release time, and that's what helps finish cooking off your meat. So we've got about 75 minutes before it is done pressurizing or cooking under pressure, and then there are 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of depressurizing. So it's going to be about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours before the meat's ready, but a lot better than sticking in the oven and letting it cook all day or in the crock pot cook all day. It's real quick and easy, something easy. You can do it after work, and I can hear it bubbling back here. We're getting ready to come up to pressure, or get up to steam, so I will be working on both of these videos for you. I'll see you real soon. Okay, everybody, we're back. The pressure or the Instant Pot pressure cooker. There's the pressure canner. Here's the pressure cooker. And it has dropped down. I just unplugged it. The pressure valve dropped down. There's no more pressure in here. So I'm going to go ahead and release it. When you turn the lid and take it off, flip it away from you because the steam is going to come out and you can get burnt. And kind of move it over a little bit over it because it's going to drip. So let the drippings go down in there instead of along the edge of the cooker. There we go. It smells delicious. Let me grab some tongs. I don't need the big ones. The pressure canner, you guys know I'm doing the pork. It has already finished its 90 minutes. It's almost down to 0 pounds of pressure. Once it gets done, we'll take care of that. But I want to get these out and get some of this meat pulled off of here. Grab a couple forks. And as you can see, it just comes right off the bone. So all of this meat could have been wasted if someone didn't take the time. Let me get rid of the gristle. To just go ahead and use this. I mean, I was pulling off the meat, and just little pieces was hard to cut off of the bone for canning. So I just threw it in here, and I got another meal. There we go. Everything off the end. Ooh, don't want to pick up that bone. That bone's hot. We got some meat down in here. Get that all pulled out. And this really just looked like scraps. And that's why I like to put it in here. Or if I'm going to make my pinto beans, I'll cook it in the pinto beans. Get some of that out. Okay, got all the meat off of there. Get the top of the bone out. Any fat and gristle, that's all gristle. But right there, that's enough for tacos. That's enough for one meal for a couple sandwiches. And just shred this up. And I still have another one in here to go. And all the beef that I just threw in. Pork, not beef. Pork. Let me get all those little pieces. We don't want to lose any of those. And we even got some pork up here. Now that broth in there, after I shred this, if you want, you can shred this all down, put it back in the broth, put this on, keep warm, and it'll stay nice and moist and warm for you until you're ready to serve it. Let me shred some of this off of this bone. Oops, pork going flying. Now I'm going to just make sandwiches tonight and some of my homemade pork beans. I got some ciabatta rolls that I'm going to just put some butter on, brown them off a little bit in a skillet or in the air fryer. Make a nice little pulled pork sandwich. Like I said, this looked like total waste when I was doing this that I would have thrown away. But doing it this way, we have a couple meals. Pull this all off. This is not coming off as easy as the first one. So there's my simple idea for using your bone and meat. You can make tacos. You can shred this and put it in a casserole, like my Mexican pulled pork casserole. That one's really good. Actually, some of this might just go into that this week. So I'm going to go ahead and finish shredding this up. I just wanted to bring you back and show you how it came out. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I'll put the information, how long I cooked, and the seasoning and everything down below in the description as well. But until next time, I'll see you later. Take care. God bless.